Hello everybody, sorry about the wind noise, trying to get some videos done before it rains. Rain is coming. But what we have here is a 81 Pontiac Bonneville. I was not going to video this car. I was just going to set it out back and probably sell it for a demolition derby car. But as I was just glancing at this car, I peeked in to check the mileage and something caught my eye. I'll show you guys here what I seen. Now this is a green car with a green vinyl top, or what's left of a green vinyl top, with green interior. Now the interior has been faded and now it's kind of like a gray blue something or other color, but this was like a triple green car with wood grain everywhere. But as I was looking at the mileage, I glanced over here and you see the fuel gauge? It says diesel fuel only. Well, then I got to doing some digging. Apparently this has the N for the 8th digit, which means this has a 5.7 diesel motor. Same thing as the motor that they put in the Cadillacs and all of them bigger cars of the 80s. But I thought that was pretty dang cool that a Pontiac had a diesel. Now I've never seen a Pontiac with a diesel. I've seen the Oldsmobiles and the Cadillacs, but I've never seen the Pontiac with one. And this one's got one, and I'll show it to you here in a second. But I really do like some of the styling aspects of this car, like the taillights. I really like the taillights. I just like them squared off taillights. I like how they still had the wheel covers. And a lot of times these would come up missing. People would change the rear tire and they wouldn't even bother putting them back on. They just throw it in their trunk and then they'd end up getting lost somewhere. This one still has them. Still has some of the hubcaps. There's one laying in the seat, one on it back there. I'll check the other side. I can't remember. Yeah, all of them are on it, but the centers are, the one inside the car, the center is missing, the Pontiac emblem. And it looks like the one on the back there might have the same problem. But I also do like the headlights set up on this car. I like how you have your high beams, your low beams, and you got the turn signal in the center. I like that setup. How the headlights aren't together, they're kind of split with a turn signal in the center. And I also like how they carried their signature point. You know, all the Pontiacs from the 60s, 70s on up into the 80s had the point for the center of the car. I do like that. But this car looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't know what's wrong with it. It came across the scale and was sold for scrap. It is a heavy car. I figured with it being a full frame 80s body style car, someone might pick it up for a demolition derby car. But like I said, I was gonna skip it, but then I noticed it had a diesel motor in it, so I thought that was kind of cool. I figured I'd give you guys a tour of this one real quick. If you notice, it also has a hydro boost brake setup, which is also interesting. I did not realize they put these on the 80s body style cars, especially a Pontiac. You know, I didn't realize that they did this for these cars, but this is a hydro boost instead of power brakes that would run off vacuum. This here actually runs off hydraulic fluid. I guess they needed something a little bit more powerful to stop this car that weighs quite a bit. It's got power steering. It's got the AC set up on it. And everything under here looks complete too, which is pretty cool. Now I don't know much about this motor, but it's got a carbureted quadrajet. And it is a 5.7, and from the VIN number it's telling me it is a diesel motor. It's got some weird looking heads on it, heads that I've never really seen before. I don't know if I can get a good picture of them for you guys, but there's definitely not a 350 gas head out, that's for sure. I do know that. But I might turn this thing over and see if the motor is freed up on it. There are some people out there that still do like these diesel motors. So that one, you know, some might want it for parts or to rebuild. But it had 65,000 miles on it. I don't know if it rolled over to 165,000. Interior is pretty trashed on it. It did have power windows. I don't know if it has a key or not. I guess I can check, but I didn't think I seen one. It does have an ignition key, but it does not have a trunk key. Those are actually two separate keys. So we might have to try and figure out if we can break into the trunk or not. This car's been sitting for quite a while. Bunch of paperwork. There you guys have it. 81 Pontiac Bonneville with a 5.7 diesel motor. If you guys like what you see, please hit that like button. If you guys see a vehicle in the background that you guys might want to have a video done, let me know. I will gladly do it for you. It might take me a little bit, but I can go ahead and get a video done. I have a lot more cars. I got 2 Fiestas right there. An old crew cab Dodge is just beat to death. Got a lot more cars. I got a diesel Blazer, a square bodied style diesel Blazer down there. And also, oh, I was gonna do a video on the Chevy car right there, which I'm actually heading over there right after this video. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.